Libra, how you getting on, guys? So this is your twin versus twin, or your soulmate connection, or your spiritual connection with someone, or even your partnership. But it's twin versus twin, evil twin versus twin, but you versus them, that kind of thing. Okay, so if you haven't seen me before, okay, I am a spirit channeler. So sometimes I've got no idea what I'm saying, and spirit just gets me to say it, and it just comes out my mouth, right? So you'll have to forgive me, and let's go with the flow. But let's see what happens, Libra, in your twin versus twin for August, okay? Libra. How you doing, Libra? Oh, hope you're all okay. You might have trouble in speaking. You might have trouble in speaking. So let's see. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Or somebody might. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. I was going cold, okay? I was going cold. I'll take that card. I was going cold and it started fluctuating over me. You might be feeling cold or left out in the cold or something. But I did see judgment coming up, which can also mean a deceased loved one. So something's passed. There's been a passing energy or a passing away of someone. Now, if someone has passed away, it might be a Pisces, okay? But that's only for a very few. Or there's delay in something, but this is more of like, so if you're indicative with a traitor, okay, with narcissism or control or anything like that, you see them as a traitor. That would be because Pisces is known as a traitor, but that's not everybody, okay? There's someone here that's having a moment of clarity by keeping things as they are at the moment, okay? This is also parts of religion, but people say delay. Well, there might have been a delay in communication, or I'm picking up on like a rake for some reason. Rake, like it feels like it should be this way because I'm really concentrating on this cross. Someone's cross. A Pisces could be cross because it was, sorry, but in the impeachment I'm really picking up on this. Like, what am I picking up on? Someone's picking something. Let's see. Show me the other person. Show me the other person. For August, please. Show me Libra's partner. So there you go. A bone to pick. Someone's got a bone to pick with someone, or someone is picking a fight. So the Five of Swords could obviously have something to do with children. It's obviously stopping someone's forward path because someone's trying to stop someone from moving forward is what I'm picking up. So the Hangman is now in like checkmate at the moment because there is some kind of, I mean, these are not major arcanas, but these can be serious fights that someone has. They can either be serious internal conflict that they have with themselves or with the other person. Okay, now that can be the appearance of blame and pride, the ego, obviously everything. There could be a Pisces in general that could have, well, you just see them that you're just like literally cannot like get on the same level, on the same alignment. You can't align yourself with someone's energy. You can't align yourself with someone's conditioning of also their mind. You might see someone that's out of their mind, or they might see you. Someone sees someone as if you're out of your fucking mind. Because I was picking up on obviously the Pisces of clarity, mind, looking at that, and this is obviously the mind of ego. So someone might feel like you're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind. Your children are, some people are saying your children are running ragged for some people, or I don't know. I don't want to go down that path. Let's see. So tell me more about the Hangman. Or you might just feel that way. You might feel like, in general, that you need a break from, like, just your kids. You just need a break from your kids, you know. A break from the old routine is what I'm picking up. This is obviously a routine that's being picked up. Okay, so there's a routine that's been picked up that you obviously follow a structure of every day. Okay, everyday life. So if it's relating to children, that's like an everyday routine is what I'm picking it up. But if not, it seems like it's a, holy shit, there's a huge bee. There's a bee. Someone's like buzzing someone. Buzzing, like, they're picking something up. Nectarine is what I'm picking up. Nectarine or nectar, the herbal nectar, right? Nectar. They're trying to find their way out is what I'm picking up. Trying to find their way out of a window, a door of opportunity, a door of opportunity. So tell me more about this Hangman. But you have to give me a while to just get channeling, just while I get some more cards out. Play your cards right, is what I heard. Play your cards right. So there you go. So a Pisces is, there is someone that's feeling like, it could be PTSD, trauma. If you're relating to narcissism, control, that is a gaslighting card, okay? If not, this is where someone's learned that through their moment of clarity that they can't take anymore. It's like, I just cannot take anymore. 15. So you've got 6. You've got 6, you see. So someone came back from their past. But someone could also be feeling victorious. But victorious can also mean egotistical or egocentric. And someone thinks that someone's it's still an ego. The 6 would be ego. So it's like returning, and someone's returning something now. Like returning like the energy is picked up, like someone returned for some people, Sun rising in Venus, and it was a Pisces that returned to somebody, and that was a return on my investment of what goes around comes around, of now like I'm feeling like abandoned and ghosted for some people. Because what one does to one does to another. 6. It's still part of the ego that caused a fight where there could have been, like I said, a mirror of opportunity or a door of opportunity that led someone down the garden path. Because this would be like the garden path. Led. 6. Led down the garden path. Someone could be a construction worker. They could be a builder or a construction worker, is what I'm picking up. Scaffolding or folding. Origami is also what I picked up. Origami. Hacking. Some people are hacking. What's the 5 of? 5 of 1, 4, 5. So there you go, 4 of Cups. Someone has lost their shit. They've lost their shit. This, what I'm telling to people, this energy can make you feel sick. You're like, because they're pulling on your energy. If you're an empath, okay, this person is obviously watching something too much, okay? This can literally just be chilling out after a fight. This can be like watching tarot card readings, or it can be like watching Netflix. But if not, they're watching other people are cross-watching, or they're crossing. This can be like an energy where they're contracted with someone else still, and when you offer them, or you did offer them, it's like, because you feel that. It's a feeling. But it comes from the mind, you see. It's parts of mind control, of where you get led down the garden path. You're easily led, is what I'm picking up, thank you. You're easily led, and then when you're easily led, you walk yourself into a trap of confusion of the mind that leads your mind to get very cross, and then we start blaming ourselves or worrying ourselves, okay? And then it causes a fight, and then it's like, oh God, is it that I'm around you, or when I'm around you, if you're physical contact with them, that I feel physically sick, okay? So that can relate to parts of that, because someone is still contracted with someone else, and their focus is, I've picked up that again, forward focus, but focusing on someone else. So if they have a connection with you and someone else through retrograde, okay, and you meet them or you're not meeting them, it can still make you feel very like fucking uneasy, okay? So then you're like, oh my God, what is that? What the hell on a metaphysical level is that's going through my mind? Why is it that I'm shaking with anger? Why is it that I'm on the bed and I'm like convulsing, going, oh my God, what the fuck is that? That's a metaphysical level of that your soulmate is contracted with someone else, and they're pulling from you and giving it to someone else. So if you're extremely open, if you are, and they're extremely blocked, but they have a spiritual connection with you, that's what's like, oh God, and it makes you literally feel sick. It does. Because someone is contracted with someone that's going around in someone's mind. You could have 2 Pisces that are involved for some people, 2 Pisces. And that would obviously relate to Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, but there might be 2 Pisces. Or this could be a Scorpio or Cancer, obviously. But I would say that the water sign has fire in their chart somewhere, and it could be like a moon sign, could be a fire, moon, and a water energy. But still full of a lot of conflict. And I'm picking up what goes around comes around, what one does to one does to another. So there's a lot of past life regression, okay? Past life regression is why you get aggressive. That's why you get aggressive, because it's purging. It's purging of stuff that happened to, say if this is work, okay, and you meet them at work, and you can't get out of that because you're at work and it's your job and you have to go, okay? You have to go. In a past life, you might have been trapped in a marriage, okay, and you couldn't get out of it. But how it's playing this time is the fact that you're in something that you can't get out of because you know that you need it, okay? So need and want and all that kind of stuff. Timelines play differently, and they can play like that, because someone can play like that, is what I'm picking up. They can play like that. This is a lot of stuff where, like, playground infuriated stuff, or if you're at a school or something, or you've met at a school or a teacher or anything like that. I'm picking up like a school, so it would be teaching or anything like that. But when you come in contact with them, you just, like, you feel this sickness, because this is someone that's ill, right? So it can just mean like PTSD and trauma, or it can just mean like, you make me feel ill, like you make me feel like, oh God, like ill. Because this person is, one, either traumatic, or two, this energy is making this person face this way, is facing this way to me, facing away from this offer, which is making someone feel physically ill, like ill will. There's an ill will, or someone's will is what I'm picking up. Someone's will. Like money is involved, like someone's heritage, but will. Tell me more about this. Nine of wands. Nine of wands. So there you go. We're not going to take all those, we're just going to take the top one, okay? The Two of Cups. So this is a reason why a lot of this, and that card did come up again. Someone is lost someone, or like we went over with, like, passed away for some. But that card isn't necessarily come up. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer or Pisces. But the Two of Cups. So you've got reflection of people that have returned through retrograde. 6. See? 6. The Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands and Six of Cups. Somebody returned to somebody and is looking... Somebody definitely has got another party involved. It's definitely what I'm picking up. Because this is you or someone offering to the soulmate that's contracted with someone else, and that's why they deny. Because they're in denial. You know, and a lot of times, and God's honest truth, you know, is that you could be contracted with someone, that someone's contract with someone, and to be honest, you're probably all not supposed to be with one another, and it can work that way until you've worked through the karma. But some of you probably do work with someone, but until you work through the karma, which is face facts, facing it head on, you know, you become more in charge of yourself, you know, you do. But someone might feel that they're in charge, or being charged, or being charged for some kind of defense lawyer, or defense, like this could relate to courts also, where people are fighting at court, and it could be a court battle or a family battle over children maybe, but there's like I said, the courts, but someone's cross at that. And it might mean the reason why this person is closed off is because of their children. So for some people, it might mean that their external environment, okay, their external environment, meaning their home life and stuff, for their home life and their children and stuff, might overburden someone that much that they're just looking for an answer that's already found them, because what they want is someone else, kind of thing. But through that also, it's obviously still to do with the courts and a home. So it might be to do with a home or a foundation or the children or child support or anything that happens in disclosure of a house or disclosure of a house. Someone does that, but at the end of the day, when they're very exhausted, they're learning by that. They're learning by that, by isolating themselves, you know, because their external life around the home of like money and things like that is becoming very stressful for someone to really continue on that path. And then if they're children of their highest need, but they're entrapped in that situation of karma where it's just like, well, they're my kids, you know, but that can be like child support and all that sort of stuff. But for their highest good, I need to be there. I can't like yet break away. This would be someone that like can't yet break away, because we go on different variables, Libra. But some people, like say if you've got children and stuff, you might realise that they're my kids, so I can't really do anything and I'm stuck, meaning like I'm just stuck with them, they're stuck with me, and they're my kids, so then my kids are my kids, so I can't really do anything else. And I probably can't find work or anything like that because I don't know, for circumstances of just like the children come first in certain things, and it takes a period of time, perhaps before they're old enough, where then you're free to have time in order to do things for yourself. So meanwhile, they're watching somebody. This person is watching someone, but they would do that. They would probably do it at the end of their day. Like it will either be for some after work if you are working, okay. If you're not working, it's when all the housework is fucking building up in someone's life, and it's all building up, and the children come home and you cook their tea and all that kind of stuff, and then it's like, fuck me. Now I just either one need to just sit down and chill and watch Netflix, or I need to watch Steve, right? Or I need to watch Tara or something, or I'm literally spying on someone's Facebook or something, and I'm watching to see what they're doing. It depends on what energy you're down, what path you go down. But through that path, okay, we discover a lot about ourselves in the end. So no one's ever to blame. You can never blame anyone. And if anyone says, oh, listen, they're spying and they're watching and they're hacking, someone could be hacking. I'm sorry, yeah, thank you. Someone could be hacking your Facebook. This would be your Facebook profile, your internet profile, your fucking, you know, your emails, all that kind of stuff. You know, this can be. So someone can be hacking someone's phone, but they're either watching someone's Facebook or that kind of stuff, or they're blocking someone's Facebook, or there's a blocking and there's a fight over Facebook, or what someone's saying or what they're doing, all that kind of stuff, or someone is literally hacking. So please, 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 and I always recommend this to everybody, please change your passwords and change them up. You know, change your password to everything. You should always keep a different password for different accounts, okay? Because someone might have different accounts, is what I'm picking up as well. It's probably why I picked up on accountancy. But accounts, you know, accounts, meaning like if it's not money, it's like they have a false face, because this is someone that's obviously like surrounded in karma, so it would be like a false Facebook account, you know, because this person wears masks. So we just go with the general energy, Libra. I'm not digging at people. I'm just trying to give people the variables of the reading. But someone could be hacking someone's account, or they're just watching someone's account. So please change your passwords, you know. Or someone is I mean, that might even be a very good energy where it's like, I'm just fucking sick of it and I don't want anyone looking at my profile. Or you do, and that's part of the ego, where you like the attention for some people, because, you know, some people go down this path of realising that they like attention, but they're emotionally blocked in order to give anything back, because this person receives and they don't give, you know, but they also watch. So it can be someone that is very egocentric and egotistical. It really does depend. But, you know, there's no point me sitting here doing tarot cards and the story comes out and just fucking lie to people with what I see through the cards. I can't be to blame. If you blame a channel, or you blame me or someone else, what kind of energy do you put out? Is because what you put out is what you get back. So it means that you have a lot of past life regression that's bottled up inside you, that you would need to blame someone for something. But if not, and you're relating it to something, You're relating it to something that someone's done or said. These are all actions that have been done and taken in the past and said and done. And by the time everything's done and said, it makes me feel very like, oh God, for some people, you know. Some people are going through a lot of family member problems or children problems, and there's a dynamic that happens within a family or a state or a neighborhood or something where it's kind of like, oh my God, you make me feel you really make me feel angry. You really make me feel angry, you know, and I'm feeling it. try being empathic, you know. But that's what you would get. You see, when you become empathic, you would be very fucking dazed and confused and wondering what soulmate relationship's about. Majority of the time, it's just because you're a conduit. You know, you can be a conduit and not realise that you're a conduit, and it takes your soul to progress further in life to realise that a lot of people form an attachment. Okay, so they form an attachment to you, so you feel it, right? But it might be just because you're an open conduit. Okay, so you're open. You can attract in good energy and bad energy. A majority of the time, there's more bad energy around this world now than what there is good energy. So what you're going to attract? Law of attraction. Okay, so everything works off your what you think. Here, it's not about what you feel. Law of attraction is nothing about your vibration, your vitality of life, of what you feel. Everything comes from the feelings, which is the mind. Okay, everything. You have to live in the present tense. Have to live in the present tense and not be tense. If you're tense, you get anxiety, you get fear, you get aggression. So what's that? Past life regression. So it purges. But someone's not purging, or they're what's the other word to purging, which is they're indulging in certain things. You know, it's more of a suppression feel of like, I'm not releasing or opening up. But if you're standing in your right and you really don't want to, again, free will, karma, 5 ego, karma. But generally, it might just mean that at the end of the day, after all said and done, I'm just fucking absolutely had enough, and I might even actually be a tarot card reader myself, you know, or I might just like to just sit down and just be myself, you know. The best thing in life to ever attract what you want is just to be yourself. You cannot ever in life be fake. You have to be who you are. Always have to be who you are. Because if you don't like who you are, what are you going to attract? Someone that you don't like and doesn't like you in the end when you meet, you know. So if you like yourself enough as who you really are and say, well, that's just me, and I'll go about my day and that's just me, eventually you will meet someone at that value, because it's value of your respect for yourself to be single and independent, and that's great. And then all of a sudden, I just meet the future as it meets me, because I'm satisfied with who I am. Self-love, you know. So when you have that feeling, this side, it can be a blocking, okay, and it can be a lot of defense lawyers and stuff that are fighting over court for some people, or they're fighting like over this energy by not opening up. And the reason they're fighting over this energy is, one, because you're soulmates for sure, right? But also this person is contracted with someone else, guarantee you. That's why this card here is a 4, and that's why this card here is a 2. Because it's a reflecting of retrograde of what's happened. Okay, so if you're watching, you can watch from your descendant sign, because your descendant sign would be what you've manifested over a period of time of where you've probably gone back, which means what's happened. What is presently happened after a cycle that has happened. So that's your descendant. You're always your descendant sign. You just walk closer to your ascending sign, okay? So your descendant sign, if you're watching it from your descendant Libra, this would be what's happened after a cycle that you've come backwards presently now to watch it to say this is what's happened, right? That's how time works. Ascendant would mean, well, personal reading really, but personal reading, ascendant means what you're manifesting. It's not what the present tense would only mean energy right now, you know, right now. So it would mean how you're manifesting. That's why you use tarot as a tool to see what energy is happening so you can change it, because everything is about becoming the change. Everything is about a cycle, a woman's cycle. There might be some kind of like woman's like, oh God, I'm picking that up, you know. But a cycle of growth and rebirth and regeneration always ends up as the present tense, because that's how you manifest things presently, because you have to already visualize that you already have it. You know, that's how you manifest things. You don't live out the future because it's not written, and you don't live out the past because the past is negative, always, right? Or you wouldn't be watching tarot. But everything is always negative. There's a negative positive to a reaction and a response of how you learn to live with yourself, which is presently, okay? So you've got the 9, which is reflectant here of the same kind of value. 5, again, you see, 5. So there's a lot of fighting over neighbours or situations or a job or this connection in general, because both of you, or all of you are in the mix. All of you are learning something. Now, some people might say, I can feel that other person. It might be possible. Me, I do not give power to the other person, because if you give power to another person, what are you doing? You're projecting hatred and blame on someone else, which is the ego that keeps the pride alive of why you would hate somebody else for a situation that they're in, that the person you want to be with is with them. So why would you blame them? It's the same as some people say, well, it's not the fucking kids, it's the mother. Why would people on earth blame a mother or father for the way children act? Children act like children because they're fucking children, right? So they still have their own mind regardless, because what we look at when we're spiritual is not the youngness of the soul. We guide them, okay? But children still have their own mind and they run ragged. So they're going to make up their mind regardless. That's why they form that, fuck it, well, if you're telling me not to, I'm just going to do it anyway, right? I think it's a lot to do with children and family myself, but a settlement. But, you know, generally, children will just do that anyway, you know, because they have their own mind and they do it deviously or whatnot if you really try to tell them, you know. It's part of the ego of learning, well, why would you blame someone? That's the trick and the illusion that the fucking devil, and you might be dealing with a Capricorn maybe, but like there's the illusion of time and the illusion of fucking stuff that we go through in life of the ego, you know. So what you've got is someone here, a Pisces energy for some, and we'll go on to variables, a Pisces energy that's left someone or they're leaving someone, okay? And for everybody, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and general as reading, you can meet somebody new, okay? But this would be also a metaphysical and not physical. This would be more physical, and it would be it also could be a physical fight, okay? But you could still be working on it, but physical fight, there can be a lot of violence and physical fight. Just because that's not a major arcana, that does not mean that does not lead to a physical fight, because it relates to the ego, which is mind games, which leads to aggressive behavior, okay? So when someone's mind has been that controlled, if that is your circumstance, what do? You lash out. So you form, again, a drama triangle. The scapegoat, aggressor, the victim, playing victimhood, and then we aggress, and then we blame society, we blame the other person. The other person, you get contracted with someone in a fucking ball of mess, because it takes a very long time to get out of a drama triangle, because it's there concreted in for you to learn it until you learn it. Because a lesson is always about yourself and it's never about anybody else, ever, ever, ever. That's because you have your own wheel of fortune, karma, destiny, you know, Saturn, retrograde, everything. It grades you on your tests of time. It does. So, oh my God, 6 of Cups. There is more interference with this connection than I can possibly imagine. The 6 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Somebody here wants their 10 of Cups with somebody else, Libra. And this is not everybody. You will need a personal reading. But generally, as this reading here and now, is that this person wants their 10 of Cups with the person that they're very, very, very focused on all of the time. Okay? All of the time. Now, if you're someone that's saying, because you would have probably done that for a very long time, or you might literally just have children and family with them. That's what I'm saying. family courts, or family heritage, or family home, or just children under the home, where it's your 10 of cups. So there can be another Pisces involved for some, because you've got Pisces here, the 10 of cups, which means open water sign of the 10, which means a Pisces energy, okay? Whether they're good or bad, that's just the energy of the card, 10 of cups, open water sign. But you also have, for some, is a fixed water sign, which would also relate to Scorpio. So it could be a Scorpio and Pisces that are in this mix, okay? And someone can have fire in their chart. But I would say it would be the moon sign. And some of you could have a Pisces moon this side, okay? So, wow, you've got, Jesus. How am I going to break this down? So this can relate to a Pisces energy to me also, because it's the High Priestess. Okay, so it's also an air sign. So someone could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, obviously, right? But it's the High Priestess of secrets. So the Pisces can be holding back now, which is like on guard. Like someone's on guard, or they're trying to protect themselves. So this is where I get very confused. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus people. There could be a Pisces in this. One of these people could be a Pisces that's now took their own path, because this is someone that takes their own path because they go it alone. Okay, they take their own path and they protect themselves and they go forward fearlessly. Can be, right? And then they walk into their 2 of Cups here. But they could still have a meta, or someone's got a metaphysical level of a connection of something new that's being born, okay, so it could have a lot to do with children, but born as in, this is a moment of clarity that this person's having, that there could be another energy that's being felt around now. It's kind of like, I knew you were coming kind of thing. But you still have 6 and 7, 8 of Cups here, which is walking away from the past. Stuck between a rock and a fucking hard place, Libra. It's a drama triangle. It is. Retrograde will do that. It will. It will. Because people could be on this soulmate journey, twin flame journey, but you've got to live with the person in the end, you know. It all comes down to family dynamics and movement, you know. I think that there is many people involved in this, and friends and family and Facebook and the internet and watching and seeking new people out for some people. And there's a lot of family with children involved. It might just be exhaustion after the end of the day. And you've got the 6 of Cups. But this relates to a 6, you see. Sorry. 14 is 5. Sorry, yeah, 5. We went over, didn't we? Sorry. What else can I see? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Patreon or Vimeo, okay, and then I'll continue channeling it. It's going to tell me more, but it's going to be a very difficult reading to get through because you've got a lot of cups of reflection of different people involved. So I'll really try my best. When we go through here, which is what's coming in between you, it will tell me a hell of a lot more. And also when we continue with the reading. And it'll probably last for a little while, which they normally do, okay? But I will also channel whatever messages I can, and I will also continue on with the story. If you are a Patreon member, thank you very much, and hopefully see you there. You obviously get access to literally everything. There is no limits. There's no limits. No. Someone say no. Right? But there's no limits to that, so you can watch whatever you like for as long as you like, and it's Patreon, okay? And there will be other stuff done over there. There will be earth signs, air signs, water signs, fire signs, and I'll do all 3 elements in one video, and it'll be your bi-weeklies, okay? Depending on what time I've got. 8:30. 8:30. But yeah, if not, and you just want to watch it on Vimeo, okay, there's the Vimeo there, and you can just watch the rest of this, and it'll be in the monthly, okay? But this, you can break them down. That's why Patreon's there, because you can break them down from your monthly that's there, and then also this will give you more of a guidance of now who's fucking who. But you've got a lot of reflection of mirrors, so it's going to be very difficult. But I'll do my best, right? But yes, so if you want a personal reading, also the link is in the description in order for me to reach back out to you. Okay, so okay, Libra, I'll see you soon. Peace.